So, Phil, before the project, where were you in terms of sort of the whole customer engagement piece?
Our engagement here is related to our operation with field forces. And prior to the project, we were very manual with how we interacted with customers in the field space. There were an awful lot of phone calls, awful lot of, manual reach outs to customers to try and contact them, a lot of missed appointments and a lot of unhappiness, both in terms of the customer interaction and also for the field technicians as well. A lot of unhappiness all the way around.
So, what were your main goals for this project?
As I think about the platform and what we achieve with it from a Brinks Home perspective, it's really about elevating the customer experience for this journey. And that takes a lot of forms. Obviously, we want to be proactive with our customers, make sure they understand what to expect during the interaction with a field technician, when they're going to be on site, and how to best be available for the technician. It also comes down to giving the customer opportunities to receive that technician on their own terms, whether that's a reschedule or it's changing the nature of the appointment or communicating with the technician proactively if, say, they need access or something along those lines. And I really think about the Leadent tool as optimizing that experience, that journey for the customer.
So, which part of it were you most excited about that you thought would be the biggest change for you?
I think it's the proactive nature of the digital journey with the customer. So it's the back and forth during the experience from the time when our call center agent schedules with the customer to the point where the technician shows up on site. Being proactive about that, multiple touches with the customer and taking those opportunities to make sure that everybody is aligned. Ultimately, this is the most expensive thing we do at Brinks Home with our customers is send a technician to their home. And so anything we can do to optimize that is a benefit for the customer experience. And it's also a benefit for Brinks Home because it minimizes repeat truck rolls and additional cost.
So, during implementation, how is working with the leading team for you?
I often say that I have providers and I have partners in the IT space, and I really view Leadent as a partner. And what I mean by that is it's not just simply a playbook that you all are running and that you expect Brinks Home to run, but rather it's a conversation. It's about really understanding our business and what our needs are. Over the years since we've implemented, we've really done some really interesting things to customize the platform for the Brinks Home experience, and we really appreciate working with Leadent.
So, in terms of going back to sort of the benefit side of things, did you have many metrics or anything that you've seen a big improvement since we've implemented?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, we measure attainment, which is a metric that we look at internally to judge how often we're meeting that commitment with the customer. And I tend to think about that as an all-in kind of a metric where whether it's missed because we didn't have a technician available or it's missed because the customer wasn't available, we still take a hit in that metric. And ultimately, to the customer experience, it doesn't matter to the customer why this miscommunication happened. And we've seen dramatic improvements after implementing the product in that metric.
Have there been any other unexpected benefits at all?
I think that over time there's a confidence factor that comes into play where and we've been willing to tighten up our windows and our scheduling windows and really become more explicit with the customer upfront on the phone call as to when we're going to be there because we're confident that we can have this ongoing dialogue and not deliver a bad customer experience because we can meet the expectation of the customer long term. So I guess that it's unexpected. Seeing that expectation rise in the business is delightful.
Excellent. And in terms of the support that you've had from Leadent post implementation, has that met your expectations?
Yeah, absolutely. I spoke about this in the earlier question, but really view Leadent as a partner in our implementation. And as we have innovations, we've got some excellent people in the business who are constantly looking at how can we improve this customer experience. And as we've brought those forward, we've been able to partner and grow our implementation. And same way coming from Leadent. Leadent continues to develop new features and new platform opportunities. In our regular meetings, you guys bring those forward, and we're able to implement some of those innovations that you brought to the platform as well. So it's been a great partnership.
And finally, is there anything else you'd like to add at all, Phil?
No, just that we enjoy working with you and look forward to continue.
Perfect. Thanks very much.
Yeah, I'm glad we got through it. I appreciate you.